Westline Bus Association and the Traffic Department are currently collaborating on a new operational routine for implementation at the new bus terminal in downtown Bastille. On Wednesday, 26 August, buses were seen in the terminal facing east rather than the usual westward-facing exit. The new system for bus operations in the terminal is an initiative of the Westline Bus Association. According to Nicholson Rambo Webster, the president of the Westline Bus Association, the new method is on trial run aimed at improving efficiency and providing an equitable distribution of jobs as the new terminal gets ready for formal commissioning.
Well, the new terminal will serve not only, remember, we didn't have anything in terms of protection from the sun, rain or anything like that, and the space needed to be upgraded. So, but what we want to happen is not only a new terminal, but an efficient system that everybody can benefit equally. We don't want the popular guys to be the one who just making, a living, and the other guys who are not so popular have difficulties making a living. So we want a system that can work equitable for everybody.
Meanwhile, officers of the Police Traffic Department were on site providing assistance and advice as the new system was monitored. Speaking with SK Newsline, Police Inspector at the Traffic Department explains the process.
It is a dry run, and that is the reason why you see no markings, no kind of markings on the road as yet. It is a dry run just to see how we could actually tweak, as we go along. You understand me? Nothing is set in stone. It's the best interest for the public and for motorists, including the bus drivers, the West bus drivers. And the loading area is to pick up only. So buses in the waiting area, this is the middle section, is the waiting area. So buses here, they can actually have the door open also, but they cannot leave until the 4 buses to the front is already filled, they reach a capacity. So when they move on, buses here will be moving maybe every 3 minutes or something like that. It could be less. So when they move on, the next 4 buses come up, get filled. If you love a bus, you see a bus marked Solar Flex. If you love Solar Flex, you could sit in Solar Flex once you have the time. If you have to work for 8:30, you could sit in Solar Flex maybe from whatever time until you think that they will reach up to the loading area so that they could actually proceed.
Buses from the Eastern Bus Line can drop off passengers on the southern side of the terminal, but it is not an area for waiting for passengers. The inspector indicated that problematic issues will be discussed with the Western Bus Line to arrive at a solution. Glenbard, SKN Newsline.
Dion Stevens, the legendary Calypsonian known as King Ayatollah, passed away Wednesday morning after a prolonged illness. Tributes poured in the local and social media for the late Calypsonian, who was known to many for his stage presence and witty lyrics. During Freedom FM's Issues program on Wednesday, former chairman of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee, Noah Mills, paid tribute to King Ayatollah.
I think in terms of a song, Calypso Terrorist resonates well. He followed the guidelines of what a good calypso should be. He used all of the literary devices. He used metaphors and similes in that song. He told a story. It was relevant at the time because if the Bin Laden and the Taliban, and he worked that into a beautiful calypso that blew away the others. He also had, I think, the only distinction of being a king that stopped 3 other kings from repeating.
Meanwhile, former senior Calypso monarch, now politician Conris Maynard, spoke of fond memories of the late Calypsonian.
You went to the park to get the entertainment factor and the bacchanal factor out of Ayatollah. He had the ability to do a bit of, little additions and so on the stage or at least leading up to the competition. And so he always seemed like you can't count him out. You just don't know what's going to happen, so you can't count him out. So he was always entertaining. And he understood the bacchanal of Calypso.
SKN Newsline will present a follow-up story on King Ayatollah. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
It's not just iced tea and it's not cold tea. But who said we couldn't be in the middle? We are Mother Becky Quenchers, a herbal iced tea. It's a different and innovative take on using traditional herbs for tea. It's a home-brewed blend of natural, organic herbs and spices, ready to drink at any time. We've turned ingredients you've used many times into something crisp, thirst-quenching, and did we mention tastes awesome? Drinking tea just got better. Mother Becky Tea.
In these stressful times, you need relief, a way to release your stress and care for your health. You need Serenity. Yes, Serenity Mobile Spa, where we come to your home and offer the very best in massage and spa treatment. Your health is our priority as we practice the highest hygiene procedures before, during, and after your treatment. Choose from massages to meet your physical needs, scrubs, facials, waxing, and much more. We also provide our customers a complimentary serving of refreshing local coconut water with each massage. During these restricted times, we urge our customers to stay healthy. We will come to you.
Call us at 762-0157 or 760-8899. Find us on Facebook, Serenity Mobile Spa St. Kitts, or email us at serenitymobilespa869@gmail.com.
Serenity Mobile Spa.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where the service is number one.
Former government minister Dwyer Astafan believes the government must begin looking to diversify the economy in the short and long terms if St. Kitts and Nevis is to survive the economic fallout of COVID-19. Mr. Astafan, in an interview with SK Newsline, suggested that in the short term, the government should turn to the wealthy citizens under the Citizenship by Investment program to undertake new investments into the country in a bid to spur economic activity.
St. Kitts and Nevis boasts among its list of citizens a number of globally powerful industrialists and thinkers, economic citizens. Were I in the position of the government, I would reach out to some of these people and invite them to form a think tank to come up with ways and means of helping the government lay the foundation for and expeditiously transform our economy. This is something that I would have done 6 months ago. Not just today, but if you didn't do it then, you can still do it now. The areas that I would ask them to look at would be food sufficiency, research and development, and agriculture, not just for food and for research and development, but for medicinal purposes.
The former tourism minister is suggesting setting up the movie and performing arts industry in the country, which he said would bring returns in the long run.
So, the music and movie industries are multi-billion dollar industries. For example, I have a producer who wants to do 3 movies in this region. One about Alexander Hamilton, another one about Bob Marley, and a third one called Unburnable, which is a story from a book written by a lady who has Dominican and Antiguan roots. She's born in Dominica, and I introduced him to her. He happens to be a producer from St. Kitts. He produced Redemption with the Tookie Williams story and some other movies. These people out there, they can bring in a movie crew of 130 people for 3 months. They will take the quarantine. You could put them, they will leave millions of dollars in the economy. Every night on some program, you'll get a clip from, well, Denzel Washington is in Nevis, doing this, doing that, so you're getting free publicity. They're buying goods and services in the community. And then you could do post-production and sound production and have the whole 9 yards. It's not too late to do that.
Meanwhile, Mr. Astavan called for improvements in innovations in agriculture in a bid to boost production and introduce new food products to be exported to surrounding islands.
Agriculture for food sufficiency, reduction of importation, for research and development, for medicinal things. And your export markets could be very close by, St. Martin, Antigua, these places. You don't have to export everything to Russia or wherever. But if they will buy, you sell them. Because you have online, you could sell stuff online. And a lot of people are making their bread online, which again, you order most of your stuff from Amazon, all of it online. You know, so we have to get online. We have to get in lockstep with what's happening. I think on a personal basis, we need to, for food, promote a culture of backyard gardening and people helping themselves to be more independent, so they could have the herbs and thyme, some carrots, some pumpkin and so in the yard, not to throw in the soup or whatever it is they're doing. You know what I mean? They could even raise some rabbits or whatever it is they eat if they eat meat.
While not providing great details into the impact of COVID-19 on the economy, both Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris and Premier Mark Brantley have admitted that the economy has been negatively impacted by COVID-19. The Nevis Island administration reported an 18.82% decline in revenue up to the month of June, while on federal level, a 40% decline was experienced. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
The cruise ship Ayatollah has been allowed to enter and anchor in the Bastille Harbor as a result of an emergency situation with the ship. According to a press release issued by the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Ayatollah experienced some mechanical fault that required immediate emergency repairs. Authorities indicated that the anchorage was approved as mandated under the guidelines of the International Maritime Organization for Vessels in Distress. With 103 crew on board and no passengers, the ship was in safe harbor in Barbados before sailing to St. Eustatia to take on fuel. But thereafter, a technical problem developed, preventing the ship from returning to Barbados. While the ship's captain awaits permission from St. Martin to berth and carry out full repairs, emergency repairs are being carried out in the Bastille Harbor. The Tourism Authority has indicated that while in St. Kitts, no crew members will be allowed to disembark and no one will be allowed on board. The ship is only allowed to anchor while the emergency repairs are being conducted. The Ayatollah is expected to sail to St. Martin later this week. Glenbard, SKN Newsline.
3 of the men held in the smuggling operation at Palmetto Bay were remanded to Her Majesty's Prison on Tuesday, August 25th. Captain of the boat, Norton Hanley of Boyd's Village, was charged for the offences of smuggling, illegal entry and entering the Federation without written permission. The passengers, Juan Jose Cuesta, a national of the Dominican Republic, and Enrique Torres Roja, a national of Venezuela, were each charged for the offences of illegal entry and entering the Federation without written permission. They were charged on August 20th. The 4th individual, who was taken into custody, was released without charge. Acting quickly on information received on August 14th from a concerned citizen, the St. Kitts and Nevis Coast Guard and the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force were able to thwart the smuggling operation. The vessel, which is called Black Kings, is registered in St. Kitts and Nevis. It was seized by the Coast Guard. Another individual is still at large. Police are asking persons with information regarding this incident or the suspect to call the Old Road Police Station at 465-6250 or their nearest police station. Meanwhile, in other police news, Shaquille Campbell of Craddock Road and Keon Moore of Ransbury have been charged for the attempted murder of Ellison Smith Bartlett of Stuart Williams Drive. The incident occurred on August 18, 2020. The 2 men have been charged for the offence of possession of firearm and intent to endanger life. They were charged on Sunday, August 23, and are currently in police custody. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
Raising awareness on the perils of single-use plastics is perhaps a daunting task, but the St. Kitts Sustainable Destination Council and the Ministry of Tourism are determined to drive the message that reducing waste plastics is really about sustaining livelihoods. For the past 3 years, the Sustainable Destination Council, an advisory body to the Ministry of Tourism, has coordinated a competition that focuses on the repurposing of plastics. According to Danielle Taylor-Williams of the Ministry of Tourism, the art of repurposing plastics is an innovative means of raising awareness of the problems of plastics as well as the opportunities for livelihoods. With tourism remaining a major pillar of the economy of St. Kitts and Nevis for some time, the idea of sustainability can no longer be a buzzword, but an idea that becomes mainstream and incorporated into everything that we do. On the 21st of August, an array of repurposed plastics were put on display in the gift shop of the St. Christopher National Trust in the National Museum building. Competition participants were challenged to craft their plastics into useful items under 3 areas: beauty and accessories, household items, and the creative U category. This year there were 19 entries with 40 pieces entered in the 3 categories. This is the 3rd annual Repurposing of Plastics competition hosted by the St. Kitts Destination Council. The previously open competition was expanded to include a 4 to 12-year-old category. Glenbard, SKN Newsline.
Posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.